In dark they were, in golden night a family of 5 travels to Mars because Earth is at war. 5 years later, a rocket fell out of the sky. It lay steaming in the valley. Men leaped out of it, shouting, "We won the war on Earth. We're here to rescue you, hey?" But the American-built town of cottages, peach trees, and theaters were silent. They found a flimsy rocket frame rusting in an empty shop. The rocket men searched the hills. The captain established a headquarters in an abandoned bar. His lieutenant came back to report. The town's empty, but we found native life in the hills, sir. Dark people, yellow eyes, Martians, very friendly. We talked a bit, not much. They learned English fast. I'm sure our relatives will be most friendly with them, sir. Dark, eh? Mused the captain. How many? 600 to 800, I'd say, living in those marble ruins in the hills, sir. Tall, healthy, beautiful women. Did they tell you what became of the men and women who built this Earth settlement, Lieutenant? They hadn't the foggiest notion what happened to this town or its people. Strange. You think those Martians killed them? They look surprisingly peaceful. Chances are that a plague did this town in, sir. Perhaps this is one of those mysteries that we never solve. One of those mysteries you read about. The captain looked at the room, the dusty windows, the blue mountains, the horizon beyond, the canals moving in the light, and he heard a soft wind in the air. He shivered. Then, recovering, he tapped a large, fresh map he had thumb-tacked to the top of the empty. Lots to be done, Lieutenant. His voice droned on, and quietly the sun sank behind the blue hills. New settlements, mining sites, minerals to be looked for. Bacteriological specimens taken. All the work. And the old records were lost. We'll have a job of remapping to do, renaming the mountains and rivers and such. Calls for a little imagination. What do you think of naming those mountains the Lincoln Mountains? This canal, the Washington Canal, those hills, we can name those hills for you, Lieutenant. Diplomacy. And you, for a favor, might name a town for me, Polishing the Apple. And why not make this Einstein Valley, farther over? Are you listening, Lieutenant? The lieutenant snapped his gaze from the blue color and quiet mist of the hills, far beyond the town. What? Oh, yes, sir. Read this story to find out why this happened.